Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to discuss about the ASEAN Member State. So first, I'm Bea Amak, and my co-members are Chair Grace Perez and Ed Lawrence Tabayag. First, I'm going to discuss the introduction of the ASEAN Member State. So, ASEAN Member State, or the Association of introduction. The ASEAN Member States, or the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, commonly abbreviated as ASEAN or ASEAN, is a regional grouping of 10 states in Southeast Asia. The purpose of this, the purpose is to promote the economic and security cooperation among its 10 members. They achieve this through cooperation, dialogue, and the implementation of policies and agreements that benefit all member states. So, additionally, the first 5 members are the Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand. They mark the founding of the ASEAN member states. Let me introduce you to the 10 ASEAN countries, or the member of the ASEAN Association. So first we have Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, and also we have Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. So these are the members of the ASEAN Association. First, let's talk about the Brunei. Brunei Darussalam. So commencement date, or they joined in January 7, 1984. The current head of state is His Majesty Sultan Haj Hassanal Bolkiah Muizzaddin Wadaula. So the capital of the Brunei country is Bandar Seri Begawan. The language used is Malay and English. So the currency of Brunei is B dollar, or Brunei dollar. Next we have Cambodia. So the Cambodia joined in April 30, 1999. The head of state, or the current head of state, is His Majesty King Norodom Sihamoni. The head of government is Prime Minister Samdech Moha Borbor Dipadiahon Manet. So the capital of Cambodia is Khmer, and the currency is Riel. And these two countries contribute to the association. And the following countries will be discussed by Chair Grace and Ed Lawrence Tabayag. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. This is Chair Grace Perez, and I am the next reporter of the ASEAN Member States. So I'm going to report from Indonesia to Laos, Malaysia, and Myanmar. So Indonesia, let's start with Indonesia. The commencement date, or they joined at August 8, 1967. Indonesia is one of the 5 original member states who established the ASEAN Association. And the head of state of Indonesia is President Prabowo Subianto, and the capital is Jakarta. The language they use is Indonesian, and they also use rupiah as their currency. And then there are reasons why Indonesia joined the ASEAN. First is the economic growth. They joined ASEAN to foster economic development through increased trade and investment opportunities. Another reason is the regional stability. They aim to contribute and benefit from stable and peaceful Southeast Asia, since this is one of the kanang interest sa Indonesia nganong ning-join sila sa kanang ASEAN. Next is Lao PRD, or the Laos. They joined the ASEAN Association at July 23, 1997. The head of state is President Thongloun Sisouleth, and the head of government is Prime Minister Sonisai Siphandon. And the capital of Laos is the Vientiane. The language they use is Lao, and the currency is Kip. So those are just the few information of Lao. But let's proceed to the reasons why they joined the ASEAN Association. First is because of economic development. The Lao PRD sought to accelerate its economic development by integrating into the regional economy through ASEAN. This could help a lot to their country rather. Next is the peace and stability. ASEAN focus on peace and stability aligned with Laos interests. That's why they joined, is because they want to maintain a peaceful neighborhood. Next, let's proceed to Malaysia. Malaysia joined the ASEAN on August 8, 1967. The head is His Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda Yang di Pertuan Agong Sultan Ibrahim, and the head of government is Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar bin Ibrahim. Their capital is Kuala Lumpur, and the languages they use is Malay, English, Chinese, and Tamil. They also uses ringgit as their currency. And the reasons why they joined ASEAN is they want economic integration. Malaysia joined ASEAN to integrate its economy with those neighboring countries, promoting growth and development. Another reason is the security cooperation. ASEAN offered framework of collective security and conflict resolution, which was beneficial for the Malaysia country. Now let's proceed to Myanmar. Myanmar joined the ASEAN at July 23, 1997. The head of state of this country is President U Win Myint, and its capital is Nay Pyi Taw. And they uses Myanmar as their language and Kyat as their currency. Myanmar joined ASEAN because of economic opportunity. Through this ASEAN, they tap into region's economic opportunities to attract foreign investment, which is it contribute a lot to its economic. And also because another reason is the regional peace. ASEAN commitment to peace and stability attract Myanmar. That is one of the reasons why they joined ASEAN, because they want peace and stability within its country or within the region.
So good day, I am Ed Lawrence, and I will be continuing the report of ASEAN state nations, the last 4 nations, which is the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. Firstly is the Philippines. The Philippines joined the ASEAN Association on August 8, 1967, and the current head of state is President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., and the capital of Philippines is Manila. The languages spoken in Philippines is Filipino, English, and Spanish. The Philippines also has a lot of dialects. Example of this would be Cebuano Bisaya and Bicolano. And for the currency, the Philippines uses the Philippine peso. Philippines is one of the 5 founding countries of ASEAN. Now let's turn to the Singapore. Singapore is part of the ASEAN Association and joined the ASEAN Association also on August 8, 1967. The head of state is President Tharman Shanmugataraman, and the head of government is Prime Minister Lawrence Wong. The capital of Singapore is also Singapore, and the languages spoken is English, Malay, Mandarin, and Tamil. For the currency, it uses Singaporean dollars. Next, let's proceed to Thailand. Thailand commenced or joined the ASEAN Association on August 8, 1967, just like the Philippines and Singapore. And the head of state is His Majesty King Maha Vajiralongkorn Pra Vajirakruk Chow Yu Yuha. And the head of government is the Prime Minister Paitongtarn Shinawatrat. Pardon for the mispronunciation of the names. And the capital of Thailand is Bangkok. Bangkok, while its language is Thai and the currency is baht. Just like the other nation states, Thailand joined the ASEAN Association to, of course, for economic development and to connect to the global world, and also for protection against the threat from the outside countries. And lastly, it is Vietnam. Vietnam joined the ASEAN Association on July 28, 1995. The head of state is President Luong Quong, and the head of government is Prime Minister Pham Minh King, and the capital is Hanoi. And the languages spoken in Vietnam is Vietnamese, and the currency is dong. Well, you might think, or out of the 4 countries that I have stated or I have reported, you might think, why is Vietnam different? I mean, why is the commencement date of Vietnam different from the other 3? Well, that would be because of the Vietnam War. Vietnam's delayed entry into the ASEAN was primarily due to the Cold War era ideology and the difference between the regional conflicts. But the Vietnam transition to a centrally planned economy to a market-oriented one. These reforms aimed to revitalize Vietnam's economy and required integration into the regional and global economy. That's why they joined the ASEAN Association. And that was the 10 ASEAN nation states. I hope you learned something, and that would be all.